Hello, Twin Flames, and to all my viewers, thank you for watching my channel. My name is Pamela, and I am a Twin Flame, and this is God Conscious Twin Flame 1111. So, it is Sunday, April 22nd, which is an angel number. Twos, threes, and fours, and ones are significant in my world. I see them repetitively. That's how I know the angels are speaking to me on different matters, or validating that I'm on the right path, or that thought was the right idea. And I hope you're looking for those signs as well, because they do mean something, and they do try to get our attention in many ways. They use nature. So if you see a creature repetitively, so maybe it's a deer or a butterfly or a dragonfly, which is also one of my signs. Just know that the angels are nearby trying to get your attention and trying to get a message to you. They also use us that have allowed themselves to become vessels for the collective of the world, really in service to honor their desires for us. And the angelic realm is very peaceful and really wants to instill that into each and every one of us. So those of us that are called and choose to answer the call get to bring information to the masses in a way that helps to bring peace within their heart, mind, and soul. I noticed that a couple of the channels that I had watched during the course of my journey, so I had mentioned I started this journey in 2013, and in the beginning there wasn't a lot of information about twin flames. And I saw it, and I saw it, and I saw it, and I put it down for a little while, and then I looked again. The information was just not available. And slowly and steadily, people appeared and started doing videos and doing readings and doing oracle cards, and I started to follow a lot of these, mostly women. Women are inclined to be a part of this journey, but there are a few men out there that have channels that talk about the twin flame journey to help motivate us and inspire us and to guide us to move forward and to just kind of dust ourselves off and pick ourselves up and continue. And during the process, I have noticed that they start with daily readings, and then they move on to weekly readings, and then they move on maybe to doing membership channels, and a part of their ascension process is to continue to grow. So the practice of being present for many people changes. And I think we saw that in the cards, that you have to follow the calling. So don't get discouraged if your favorite reader finally goes offline. She's supposed to, or he's supposed to fulfill another mission and to make room for the others that are coming up through the ranks, if you will, because we're all at different levels of ascension, and those that are needed at this time appear. So be joyful that somebody is showing up just to give you specifically answers, and that's so exciting. So I did notice quite a few new channels that appeared, and people that are coming out of the backgrounds into the foregrounds in order to share their messages with twin flames, with light workers, with empaths. I am an empath and a light worker. And this shift from empath, where I felt a lot, to light worker, where I was able to use that to be of assistance, happened about 2 years ago. And but I was still processing through a lot of information and a lot of ego blocks. So just wanted to give you that little bit of information that I gathered and that I had been spoken to about the angels to kind of put out in the message for today. We are beginning a new week. I'm going to do 2 readings today. I am going to do the traditional tarot deck, the Gilded Tarot by Sarah Marchetti, and then I'm going to do a reading for the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the weekend, using the daily guidance from your Angels Oracle cards. And then if I need any further clarification, I have the Angel Answers Oracle cards. Both those decks that I mentioned are from Doreen Virtue. So I prayed over, shoveled, and laid out your spread already. We have, the way I do this spread is, this is a work position, this is your home position, this is the unexpected, this is your role, and then this is the outcome in the center. And the outcome in the center, I usually do pull a daily guidance on it, depending on how I'm guided, but they typically guide me that way. So I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend, because on Friday I know I put out a message that you're supposed to go and have some fun and get some rest. I'm hoping that while you were getting some rest, that you didn't get caught up in monkey-brained ideas and negativities. I want to encourage a higher vibration of positivity and transmuting those negative thoughts. If you are having recurring negative thoughts or repeated ideas, journal them. They will ultimately vanish. Sometimes you do need to do something about it, but be guided. And if you happen to do something out of reaction, just kind of pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on from there. So I'm going to begin this reading, and it's a very interesting reading to begin the week with, and I'm glad it's happening on a Sunday, because you have the rest of today to kind of process through this information. There are repeating cards coming up, so it's telling me that some of you are in a struggle, and it's also telling me that some of you are considering or have abandoned the mission. So I'm going to start with the King of Pentacles, which is in the work position. This could mean that you're being miserly, or somebody around you is being miserly, and I want to encourage generosity. So do the opposite of what your mind is telling you to do. This is generally a fear-based behavior, and we don't want to act in fear. We want to act in love and light and in abundance. And the other message from this card is it's, we worked hard. We all worked hard to get to where we're at, and that that it's not going to be taken from you so easily. So that's a thought that maybe from a belief system and a fear of lack, that you're kind of hanging back on finances. But it also can mean that you're working hard and being focused on goals and financial matters. And that's, in the positive, that's great, because we were told to follow through with the inspiration and to move that to the next level. And that focus on the mission is an important part of the growth process and the change process for the divine partnerships. It will help everybody involved. So good work on that. If you are tending to feel a little miserly, just kind of lift the grip a little bit There's a couple of cards that are saying to let go, to let go, to let go. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, I forgot to show you, we have the Ace of Cups. So we'll get there because I want to show you the progression of what they told me when these cards came out. So in the second position, we have good news coming in. And this could be good news as it relates to your focus being on work. And the page is a swift-moving energy. And it is it's a welcome sign for those that are maybe doubtful or afraid that this idea is not inspired. This is encouraging you that it is, that good news will follow. And even if it, so I was reading some stuff last night, even if it doesn't seem like good news, like maybe you didn't get that job offer, the perspective that I'm going to encourage, and that the angels encourage, is that not getting that job offer is good news because something better is coming in, something that is more in alignment with your soul growth is coming in. So even if the news comes in that you don't get the job, that's good news. That's positive news. And just keep looking past that. Oh, that wasn't meant for me. Oh, that wasn't meant for me. Ah, now I see why that wasn't meant for me. This comes in. And I just recently went through that, changing the way I was thinking about what I was going to do. Helped me realize that if I do go back into real estate full time, that does not afford me the opportunity to be present for the calls that I get on a daily basis for guidance, for healings, for readings, for the people that are being put on my path, and they're coming. I'm also a life and spiritual coach. I work with women and teenagers, and I work with men and couples and families that are struggling on the life journey. And what I like about this is, though it's geared to the divine partnership, because we have again the King of Pentacles, which tells me this is the divine masculine still sitting there doing his own thing, and it may be not what you think it's supposed to be, but he's just kind of waiting for you to overcome, sort of. And then this is how we wait for them to overcome. So this is in the outcome position. And so I'm also inspired to refer to those that are new on the journey, because I think that this is a painful process. This is almost like the birthing process. It is extremely painful. It is labor intensive, and it is not the easiest of paths, so it seems. But I think what it really is, if you look at it from another perspective, is it is a fast and furious education to get to a higher place quickly, swiftly. So your role in this is abandonment, 8 of Cups. So you've turned your back on, and this is the watcher, whoever's watching this, needed to hear this. So you made a choice, that's what this tells me. You made a choice to turn your back on a situation. And as a result of making a choice to turn your back on this situation, some of you are going through this. Now, the good thing about making a choice, so whether you were disillusioned by this path, I was at times disillusioned and disappointed by the outcomes, because, he's just doing what he wants to do when he wants to do it, and it kind of seems unfair. And why is it appearing that he's having so much fun and I'm not? I'm just kind of miserable over here, and or she, and I'm still miserable over here. So it male and female could be the male and female within you doesn't necessarily mean that it's a man or a woman. So expanding the possibilities that whoever this message is for is getting to that person. So the Eight of Cups is another idea that you might be pursuing a new path, maybe a new relationship. And if you do decide to do this, it's okay. It's okay. Because what's meant for you will come to you. So if you made that choice to walk away, don't feel like, oh, I messed it up. You can't mess it up, because what is divinely inspired for you will get to you. It will get to you. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to come to you. If that is, because that is what was ordained, it is what it is. So if you need to pursue a new path, it is certainly better for your soul growth to pursue where you're being guided. And sometimes that doesn't make sense. I personally have been guided to just do the mission, and everything will fall into place. I did have a reading by a fellow twin flame on Friday. I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning, but she's amazing. Simona Ascending. She has a channel that is really a powerful, positive channel, and she is a light worker, and she is on the journey. She's just a beautiful soul. So for validation, it seems as though she's a good resource to go to, and I'm gonna check permission to get a link on my site for her. So yeah, this is a really good reading to start the week or to end. Yeah, it's a beginning. Sunday is a beginning. So to begin the week with these Eight of Swords, I want you to journal. They're telling me they want you to journal. They want you to write about it, because this isn't the first time this came up in the week. This is coming up to start your week again. So this could be just a very retrospective week, introspective, I should say. I'm sorry, introspective week. I keep kicking that. An introspective week. So I'm going to try and turn it down just a little bit. Sorry for that jiggle, but it's an introspective, but that is, that's your thoughts. That's your thoughts. That could be your belief systems that need to be broken down. Question everything. Question everything. So even if you made this choice, you can always make a new decision. Choices are only fatal when we don't try. So there is, out of the Eight of Cups, there's still, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 cups standing. 4. 4. Okay, Pam, you can't count. 5 cups standing. Only 3 have fallen. So you might have made a choice in your mind, a decision in your mind. You may not have yet executed that decision. So I encourage people who have to make a difficult decision, wait 3 days from the time that it manifests in your mind before you actually take an action. Wait 3 days. I don't know why, but for me that works, because the angels have time to work with me, to show me things. Sometimes the decision that I want to make is the right decision. Sometimes the decision I have to make is not. But even that is a learning process, and it is a growth opportunity, and I want to encourage that you follow through with that, because you will learn that, oops, that was the wrong road, and that's okay. Overall, though, this is a renewal of the mind. So in a renewal of the mind, there is a little pain, there is a little bit of feeling confined, feeling bound, feeling stuck, feeling feeling like there is no choices, but they're there. They're there. she's sort of kind of relaxed in that bound position. She's just kind of like sitting there, and the swords are just all surrounding her and over her head. So so the outcome really, I guess, for today is to process that information, write down your thoughts, maybe seek some guidance from somebody who's been on the journey for a while. Let that processing occur, and maybe there's something that you're believing that you need to let go of, or see it from a new perspective. Our perception creates our reality. So if I'm perceiving that I am being robbed of joy, I'm being robbed of joy. You can consider, rather than think of being robbed, think about the potentials. A page is a potential card. Think of the potentials that can occur. It's not showing that, your hard work is paying off, because there's all these pentacles, so there are fruits coming, maybe not as fast as you'd like. Maybe you're afraid, but that's telling me you are. But let go, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups, and in the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, and Ace of Cups is new beginnings in relationships. So you see 3. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. The cup is upright. It is in the center. Cups represent emotions, emotional fulfillment. And there are 6 faces here. The moon. Very beautiful card to look at. So there is renewal happening. Going through this gets to this. So that's really what that means. Going through this, learning to make decisions. Even not making a decision is a decision. Abandonment is, in my experience, a core issue. And if you're feeling abandoned, ask the angels to help you heal that. Because abandonment is a core issue, and I have to say, in the United States, and 80 to 90% of every human being that is on the grounds in the United States, we have all felt abandoned, and a lot of this, unfortunately, is from childhood. The divorces and the, maybe work situations, and we feel unloved, and we're maybe feeling a little rejected. It's a choice to believe that. It's a choice to believe that I'm abandoned, especially now as an adult. I did a lot of work on the abandonment issues. I was in this space for a very, very long time. And if you're in this space, it's okay. Really. It's okay. Because something will come to you. The angels are going to put something on your path that are going to feel. So there's a 2. So the 3 rays in the cup, and then we have an 11. So, yeah. So anything else I'm going to do? Sorry about that reach over. Okay, angels, what can you tell us about this 8 of Swords energy and this abandonment energy? What would you like us to know? And how can just tell us what would be most helpful and beneficial in this situation? Yeah. So I didn't mention I'm listening to new meditation, Reiki music titled Angel Whispers. And it's a healing, peaceful track, which I really enjoy. I am very attracted to angels, and mostly things with wings. Dragonflies are my favorite. I saw one yesterday, driving back after doing a healing session. And I sat there and I looked and I went, transformation. Transformation, that's a beautiful, beautiful sign. Transformation, kind of like the caterpillar and the into a butterfly. That's what happens when we go through this. So this is kind of like a caterpillar phase. We have to go through the dark night of the soul to get to the light. We need the contrast for expansion, the light and the dark for expansion. Okay, have confidence. Oh, what a beautiful sign. Have confidence. So your confidence is taking a knock. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough. Along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we shall buoy your courage and faith. Yeah. So, have confidence. All will be taken care of in the universe. Has got your back. God has your back. Your angels have your back. You might be processing through the pains. And when you're processing through pain, no decisions really should be made. Your role, so you have a choice. You don't make any decisions in emotions. And that's what happens. That's what the cups tell me. Making decisions in emotions. And the emotions are actually driving your thoughts right now. And you don't want to make any decisions when your emotions are driving your thoughts. You just want to kind of ride the wave. It's kind of like a storm blowing in. It's not like you can stop the storm, but you can bring an umbrella, you can bring a raincoat, you can, those kinds of actions. And then in this action, since your emotions, this is telling me, the angels are telling me, the emotions are driving the thoughts that you're stuck. Don't make any decision. Just go through the emotions. Let them clear like the storm. Yeah, let them clear like the storm. And this might represent that that storm is fast moving. Let's see, is that yes or no? Is the page telling us that the storm is quickly moving through, or that we have work to do within it? Yeah, this is all perception. There's something better. So I said that earlier, that swift moving energy. So even if the energy doesn't feel positive, there's something better. So I'm going to see. Here's something better. And the Ace of Cups told us that. So, in the relationship, typically indicates love, but love is friendships also. So there might be somebody coming into your life romantically, but it may also be somebody coming into your life. It might be a renewal. You know, this could bring the renewal of that twin flame relationship, a rebirth of it. Because if we're thinking he's doing something that we don't think he should be doing because we have a judgment, or our perceptions are, so there's something better. Heaven has something wonderful in mind for you. However, it's not the same thing you have planned. Ask yourself what you would rather have, the very thing you're asking for, or something that would make you much happier and more fulfilled. Sometimes God has joys in store for us that we could never imagine on our own. Open your mind and heart to the possibility that you deserve even more than what you're asking for. Trust your angels to guide you in new and exciting directions. Yeah. So if you've had encounters with your twin flame, I just kind of want to, they just reminded me, I want to put it out there. And it was good, and then all of a sudden it wasn't good. which has happened to me over and over again. I always asked, especially later on, because this is over 5, almost 6 years, going on 6 years, I would say, what is it you want me to learn here? What are you guiding me to? And more often than not, they were guiding me to be still, to let everything unfold, and to not take everything so personally. So I had to listen to that. So I'm going to move on from this. I think this message is extremely clear. Page of Wands, there's something better. So I'm kind of thinking work, new friendships, new guides maybe coming into your awareness, into your life. Maybe somebody you didn't realize that you can have a conversation with about how you're feeling, even if you don't talk about the twin flame journey. Okay, all right, angels. So we want a clear view reading for the week coming up, beginning on April 22nd through the weekend. I'm asking that you give us the information and insight for motivation, that we do rely on you for guidance, and that we come to you knowing that you have our best interest at heart, that you can see from a perspective higher than ours. And we ask to be joined with that higher perspective as we move forward. So we ask God, the angels, the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, my guide, Raphael, please give us the angel answers for the week, so that we may be on a high vibration to be the vessels that you need us to be, and so that we can grow and overcome some of the bondages of self that we are struggling with. And I put all these prayers to you for the groups of people that are watching this and that need to hear exactly what you have to say. I thank you, and so it is. So, this deck is a little beat up. It's been with me a long time. Okay. So, at the beginning of the week, we have focus on service. Great day to have focus on service. Focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Focus on service. That's for the beginning of the week. For the middle of the week, Cupid. Oh, we talked about that. Love that. Look at how beautiful that little angel is. Look at, just a step up from a cherub. So, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Wow. So, they're validating the messages that we got for today, and I just love that. So thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. And Celeste. The end of the week. And now these could be happening. Some of you might be moving. Maybe moving home or a place of employment. It is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. We have the page of Page of Cups? No, we had the Ace. The Ace of Wands, rather. We had the Ace of Wands. A happy move, so swift energy. Well, that's the weekend. So focus on service. You're getting great waves of love from the angels. A happy move to a new home or place of employment. So they pretty much validated everything that came up for today. And I want to thank them, and I ask you to thank the angels. If you are getting something out of this channel that is helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch, and I love you and appreciate you. And if you would like to book a private reading, the links are below. These Clearview guidance messages are being channeled by the angels, by God, by Jesus, so they really want to be of assistance. And that's what I love about this, is that they want to be of assistance. So if you need assistance, please just shoot me an email, and it's just really that simple. They will give us a message that is specifically geared towards you. Have a blessed, beautiful, service-filled, love-filled Sunday. Peace.